here. Man, I realize how wasteful I am. Dude, I saw a man pick his nose, okay, and then feed it to a cat. And is that is China. In a nutshell, for me, that's China. Man gets in there, and gets out a clean little frickin', that baby body orb, that little bourgeois. And then here they got it. It's Shanghai, baby. It's absolutely Shanghai. They have you can get soap that will predict the future. Imagine that. You got a bar of soap, you shine it up, next thing you know, fucking boy. You got that crystal ball action in your dome when you see yourself maybe getting a job as a wedding planner or event planner, and you never knew it before. And all you did was crack into a bar of suddy suds. Anything's happened. They got it all. All, man. We took a train over to a place called Shaman. And the train is nice when you're going through the countryside and you see, I can't even, they got so many buildings all look exactly the same. A lot of buildings, there's no windows in them. There's no people. There's nothing. And apparently, like, when you buy a building here, you buy the building. That's it. You buy like the walls, everything else you put in. And when you leave, you can take it all with you. I'm talking everything. And you just see, thousands of buildings like that, just sitting off into the countryside. No wasted space. Near Shanghai, there's not an inch of wasted space. If you'll have a gymnasium, then you'll have a garden, then you'll have a cemetery. I didn't see any cemeteries. So they must do cremation. Do they? Bro, you're dead. You're not getting 12 square feet. You're out of your mind. But it's amazing. The train ride was beautiful. I even wrote some notes, man, just because there's been so much going on. And there's everything outside. There's everything. They got fancy businessmen come here, and they have sex tourism, sex tourists. People come here looking for sex and doing exotic sex, and the kind of stuff where, I'm talking Cirque du sex. You know what I'm saying? Somebody will, trapeze off the side of a building and just land on your dick or land up in your crotch. You know what I'm saying? You can have a dude, backflip off of a fucking, you can pay a dude $40 backflip out of a treehouse and land in your ass. It's that kind of thing. It's just sheer magic. And they have everything you want. They have flavor. They have edible socks, dude. You know what I'm saying? So you wear your socks all day. Next thing you know, you break them bitches off, throw them in the skillet. Ta-dow. That's fucking foot bacon, baby. Cut 2 slices of that and you're in bed. And you're ready for the next day. Nothing goes unused here. Man, I realize how wasteful I am. Dude, I saw a man pick his nose, okay, and then feed it to a cat. And that is China. In a nutshell, for me, that's China. Man gets in there, and gets out a clean little frickin', that baby body orb, that little bourgeois, and then gave that bitch to a cat. Nothing is off limits in China. You know what I'm saying? That dude pulled a little baby Salisbury fucking steak out of his nostril and just fed it to a cat. That's that cat caviar. When you dropping bugs in, like I said, you can get a shirt that you can get a shirt that every now and then will kind of hug you. You feeling lonely? Put on that fucking tank top, baby. You know what I'm saying? You feeling lonely? Put on that affectionate sweater. You know what I'm saying? You could anything you want, they got it here. Dude, you want extra kneecaps? Dude, they got them, bro. You get them installed. Plastic surgery out the yin yang here. You see a dude look like a fucking triceratops, bro. He got his cousin's fucking, he borrowed he had a cousin that died in a fire or something. He took his femurs out and fucking got them installed into his, straight out his dome. Anything. You want 6 legs and you want a shit silk? You got it, baby. You're a spider now. You can fucking, dude, anything you want to happen can happen here. They got it all. They got it all. And it's just, it doesn't end. It doesn't end. It's all night, and it's safe. Here's the thing, so safe. Bro, I haven't felt this safe. The only other city that I felt this safe in for me was Toronto. Toronto, you could go to sleep in the middle of the street in Toronto, in the middle of a busy street in downtown Toronto, and the cars would slow down as they went by you quietly as to not wake you up. Like, that's how safe it is. But you feel safe here. You feel like anything could happen. It's confusing. You don't know what people are saying. People sound angry a lot. I don't know. Just fascinating. Oh, I noticed people want to engage with you. Like, you can feel them looking at you, but when you look at them, they look away. And it feels like there's a secret in the air. Like everybody, like there's a huge secret going on and you don't know about it. But the truth is, there is no secret. It's just this human kind of fog that just goes in and out of the existence. Just like in and out, like China is a lung and it's just constantly just breathing and expelling and breathing and expelling this sense of mystery that's in the air. And it's fascinating. It's fascinating, man. If you haven't been to Shanghai, I recommend it. If you're watching on the YouTubes, this shit, it looks French as hell. I'm sitting here, I'm in my hotel room, and man, these people took care of us. You know, I got to stay in just some beautiful out here at a Marriott. Man, the first night I and I think I got 11 days right now, man. And that's another reason why I'm feeling nutty. You know, I feel like I got pecans in my stomach, boy, because I got that nut. That thing is built up, son. You know what I'm saying? I'll stare through a fucking peach right now. I got that shang. I got that yin yang inside of me, boy. My dick will fucking karate kick its way through a fucking weak fence. I could do something right now, bruh. You feel me? I'll pet a dog with my fucking eyelashes, bruh. I haven't masturbated in 11 days and my chi is like, hey. I get cheed up, boy. They call me Chester Cheetah, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm dude, I'll fucking run through a village, bruh. I'll run through a village and lick somebody's fucking neck. I'm fired up, boy, because I got that nut. I got that nudie, bruh. I got the Lord's garbanzo beans fucking just stacking up inside of my fucking nuts. Let's hear more.
And when you're paying a hooker, you're like masturbating with them, with their bodies, right? So, you know, I thought that was interesting. I wondered why really, if you don't want to masturbate, but it's kind of the same thing he's doing, except he's paying money to have somebody do it for him, and maybe that's hard to connect with actual people and like find love and stuff if you're, you know, getting your dick sucked twice a day or just jerking off a lot. But I just wondered why you were down with that, and I wondered, you know, how that fit in with you trying not to jerk off or whatever. So I love your shit, man. Keep your head up.
Thank you, man. Thanks for the call. You know what? I think I'm okay with prostitution being legal. You know, I'm okay. That doesn't mean I'm okay with sex trafficking. I'm not in any of that kind of shit. But I'm okay with prostitution being legal. I'm okay with it. I think that it serves a purpose. I think there are people that can do it in a healthy mindset. I think that, you know, I think it's okay. Now, I don't think addiction to anything is super healthy. And I think we all find ways to check out so we don't have to do stuff. You know, for me with masturbation, and I haven't talked about this in a while, you know, and I've been struggling a lot, man, over the past couple months with like, you know, I'll be by myself at night and I'll get this, you know, I'll get this feeling like I want to do something. You know, I want to do something. I don't know if it's bad or here it is. It's not that I want to do something. It's that I feel uncomfortable and I don't want to feel uncomfortable. Now I'm in the water by myself. I'm swimming over. I get onto the car, you know, because you can kind of get onto now I'm standing on the top of the car that's submerged underwater and I got to go down. I have to, you know, I go underwater, hold my breath, go underwater. The driver's side window is open. I reach in the car. Nobody's in the driver's seat. So I'm like, fuck, you know, somebody, you know, they got knocked around or whatever. I go back up, get another breath of air, go down again, feel around in the passenger seat. And they had They had what I think, and this might sound crazy, they had a ham. Somebody had a seasonal ham right there. You know, when you could get one of those big hams. Remember they used to have that show, Supermarket Sweep. And the thing you had to get was the Farmer John hams. Them things was worth $32. And man, you'd see, you know, your teammate would be running around. And this was a game show where two people would go to a supermarket and they would run around and get a bunch of shit into a cart and they would get money for doing it. It was the greatest game show ever, basically one of the greatest games ever played, next to maybe NFL football. And the teammate would always be at the front by the register yelling, "Get the ham! Get the ham! Get the ham! Get the ham!" So anyway, in the passenger seat, I swear to God, they had a Farmer John ham right in there. And I touched that thing, bro. It was this cold fucking big ham. And I thought it was and we're talking pitch black. I'm underwater. It's nighttime. It's nighttime. It's 9:30 at night, you know? And all my, you know, like I'm scared. I'm erect. Dude, and you know you got some meat on you if you were erect and possibly could be finding a dead body. And that was that young cat. When you had that young cat, boy, you'd be erect. Bro, you could be fucking digging graves and staying erect. And so anyway, I touched this ham or whatever it was, and I think it was definitely a ham. And I got sick. I thought it was a body. I thought it was a shoulder. I thought it was a head. I thought it was an ass cheek. I thought it was all of it. I thought it was a big, huge knee that was swollen. Maybe somebody broke their knee in the crash, and they had a huge, swollen knee that felt like a ham. I thought all this shit. So I start vomiting, just out of fear, just vomiting underwater. So now I come back out of the water. I get out. I can't hold my breath anymore to go back down. There's somebody in the car. I swim out. I tell the girl, you know, who put her clothes back on, "What the fuck? You're on the swim team. Get the hell." So now we jump in my mom's car, right? And I'm nervous because the car seat's getting all wet because I'd taken my mom's car. She didn't know. I don't have a driver's license. I'm not allowed to use her car. And we drove up, we ran to a bar. They had a bar called T Rivers. And it might still be there, dude. It was a great place to get fucking pink eye, really, in the summer, which you don't see that much. And that was a strong strand, boy. Right off that Chafuncta River. You catch pink eye in the summer off the Chafuncta, bitch. I mean, I'm talking the kind of pink eye that would make your fucking throat hurt. You know, that strong shit. And anyway, I ran inside the bar. I'd never been in there, and I'm yelling. There's a car went off, a gray car went off into the water. People come out of the bar, about 4 people in there, probably all alcoholics. And because it was not a night where anybody should be out drinking, and they all got in their cars, and now they're all drunk driving back up to the place. Everybody gets out in the water. Now there's like 5 people out in the water looking. Somebody goes back in the car underwater. Nobody's in there. They say they don't feel anybody. I see cop lights in the distance. I get scared. Me and my girl, you know what I'm saying, that swim teamer, we jump in my mom's car and I take her home and drop her off. No blowjob. And she actually moved away. She moved away to a different state like about a month later. So that fucking sucked. And it turned out somebody just did there was never a body in there. Somebody had done it for insurance money. They'd like, you know, started the car earlier and put a brick on it or whatever and sent it off into the water. So I was never a hero.